Ralph, get back. Out of my way, hey.
This video comes from the wilds of British Columbia, where veteran hunter Ralph joined Trophy West for what he thought would be a routine trip. While searching the forest for game, he was suddenly confronted by a charging black bear, turning the moment dangerously real.
Ralph, get back. Out of my way, hey.
Just as impact seemed inevitable, the bear abruptly stopped and backed off, as if recognizing the situation wasn't in its favor. Some say it was pure instinct, others think it showed surprising awareness, leaving the question of why the bear changed course still up for debate. This next video unfolds in the untamed swamps where giant hippos dominate the waters. Two hunters entered the area knowing the risks, but a massive hippo suddenly charged from the murky terrain, giving them almost no time to react. With the animal closing in fast, they fired just in time and brought it down. Some credit their quick reflexes, while others point to the sheer unpredictability of hippos, raising the question of how anyone can truly prepare for an attack like this. A homeowner deep in the woods set up a camera to watch wildlife, but instead recorded a faint, fast-moving figure. When slowed down, it clearly looked human. Yet no one should have been in that remote area so late at night. Whether it was a person, a ghost, or even a cryptid remains uncertain, leaving viewers wondering what truly moved through those woods. In the wild terrain of Arizona, outdoorsman Jay Scott set out on an elk hunt that quickly became unforgettable. While moving through the wilderness, he suddenly found himself face to face with a massive bull elk that bugled at extremely close range, nearly stepping over him as it passed. The sheer power and size of the animal left him stunned, a reminder of both the beauty and danger of encountering wildlife up close, and raising the question of how anyone stays calm when a creature of that scale is only inches away. While hunting coyotes, these hunters were surprised when a bobcat suddenly appeared, leading to a brief but tense stare-down between man and wild. After a moment, the bobcat calmly retreated, leaving them with an unforgettable encounter and a deeper respect for the wilderness, along with the question of what other unexpected moments nature might reveal. A Reddit user set up a trail camera near a strange hole in the forest, but when they returned, both the camera and their tools were gone. In their place sat a note inside the hole, written in a cryptic style that only added to the mystery. Other Reddit users began decoding it and uncovered a hidden message claiming the writers had taken something, seen the camera, and nearly been caught, even hinting they might leave a sliver of the cake if the note was properly solved. The disappearance of the gear combined with the eerie message left everyone wondering what actually happened out there, and who or what was watching. Rumors claimed a remote property hid a strange creature, so Tom went out at night with a camera to investigate.
It's like a little bit of illegal dumping. It's like sand.
After finding only scattered trash, he suddenly spotted a pale humanoid figure in the brush. When his flashlight hit it, the creature crawled toward him, thin and unnervingly inhuman. Terrified, Tom ran and never went back, leaving people to wonder whether he caught a rare animal on camera or something far more unsettling. A woman living in the forest noticed her dog suddenly fleeing in fear from something out in the field. Curious, she went to check and saw a pale humanoid figure standing perfectly still, moving in a deeply unsettling way. Moments later, it disappeared, only to reappear in the tall grass, silently watching her. What followed remains unknown, leaving many to wonder if she witnessed a person, a spirit, or something far stranger. While staying at a friend's hunting cabin near Jordan Lake in North Carolina, a Reddit user heard strange sounds outside. He's open to normal explanations, yet finds it eerie that the noises have only happened twice. Some think it was just wildlife, while others suspect something more unsettling, leaving the true source of the sounds unclear. Richard, an experienced outdoorsman, entered the wilderness with his hunting gear, unaware he was about to face a shockingly bold bear. Instead of retreating, the animal walked straight toward him and even tried climbing the ladder he was sitting on, a move that left everyone stunned. The bear then began chewing on his gun, showing an unusual mix of curiosity and fearlessness rarely seen in the wild. Moments like this make people wonder what drives such behavior, and how close is too close when nature decides to test its boundaries. Around 5 a.m., a Reddit user's security camera was triggered by a faint, ghost-like figure that briefly appeared on screen. Viewers debated whether it was a full-body apparition or something more ordinary, but the clip was too short and unclear to settle the question. The moment left many wondering whether there was a simple explanation, or if something genuinely paranormal was caught on camera in the forest. A man in a remote cabin realized something was moving close to his home just out of sight. As he got ready to leave for work,
for whatever reason, they're pretty close to the house this morning. Just out of sight, like usual. I gotta get to the truck, get to work. I don't really want to leave this porch.
a deep, menacing growl echoed through the trees, making him hesitate on the porch. Whatever made the sound never appeared, leaving him unsettled and raising the question of whether it was a predator passing by or something far more mysterious lurking in the woods. A Texas hunter filmed a humanoid figure standing near a forest lake early one morning. He first thought it was a person, but it stayed motionless and didn't respond when he called out. On camera, it appeared human-like, but covered in thick black hair, similar to Bigfoot. Still, the rancher suspected it might be someone in a costume because of its posture and leg shape. With no clear conclusion, viewers are left wondering whether he caught something real, or just a well-executed prank. While testing his GoPro during a fishing trip at sea, a man accidentally recorded something unusual moving beneath the waves. He spotted a small black shape gliding behind him, but it disappeared before he could get a closer look. He wondered if it could have been a great white, an orca, or even something smaller like an otter or seal, yet the creature never resurfaced. The uncertainty left him uneasy, and he chose to leave the water, still questioning what had been swimming just out of sight. Two hunters entered the Missouri woods, searching for a mysterious figure rumored to lurk near their neighborhood.
So Ben, how do you think that thorn pierced your, back?
While moving through a clearing, they suddenly noticed a dark shape kneeling in the trees, silently watching them. The sight terrified them so much that they dropped the camera and ran. Later, they returned to recover the footage and posted it online, noting that one of them had felt a sharp, unnerving gaze just moments before the figure appeared. Their brief encounter leaves viewers wondering what they actually saw in those woods. This chilling video shows a dangerous encounter with a quick and aggressive leopard. A group of hunters set out on a risky expedition, unaware of what waited ahead. As they closed in, one hunter foolishly threw a stone at the leopard, a reckless decision that triggered immediate consequences. In a split second, the animal launched a fierce attack with alarming speed and strength. Moments like this reveal how fast wildlife can react, and leave viewers wondering whether instinct or provocation truly caused the explosive ambush. A man in Ukraine went out to search a field with his metal detector, but stumbled onto something far more unexpected.
Не знаю, що то може бути, хто тут такий, або що взагалі тут таке. Купаєм. Привидіння. І ще так світиться іменно, як фосфор, таким зеленим, таким класно, яскраво. Якийсь привид.
As he filmed, he commented on a strange glowing figure ahead of him, and his footage appears to show an eerie, human-like shape illuminated in the darkness. Something he believed might be a roadside phantom. Yet the object could just as easily be a simple roadside marker seen from an odd angle. With the clip offering no clear answer, viewers are left wondering whether he captured something genuinely unexplained, or if his mind turned an ordinary sight into something ghostly. While driving down a lonely country road, a man noticed a deer standing perfectly still ahead of him, its eyes reflecting an eerie despair. Then it began walking in slow, precise circles, almost hypnotic to watch. The strange behavior left him unsettled and wondering whether the deer was sick, disoriented, or reacting to something unseen. A Reddit user described a disturbing experience while spending a night in a wooded area. They first heard faint giggling sounds and assumed it was a coyote, but then noticed a gray figure moving oddly and scrambling up a tree. At first, they thought it was their cat until they went inside and found the cat asleep. What unsettled them most were the figure's bright red eyes, set unusually close together. Hoping for answers, they shared the encounter online, asking if anyone could identify what they had seen in the dark. While visiting a national park, Reddit user Terry Pill captured something unsettling in a photo, what looked like a white figure peeking from behind a bush near the suspension bridge at Pisha Campground. At first, he assumed it was just part of the vegetation, but a comparison with a daytime shot showed nothing similar in the area, deepening the mystery. Some suggested it was light distortion, motion blur, or even an animal, while others believed it resembled something far more uncanny. Was it simply pareidolia, or did his camera capture something genuinely unexplained? In the rugged landscapes of Africa, where powerful buffalo roam, 3 men, 2 professional hunters and their client, found themselves in a terrifying moment. Equipped with their rifles and fully aware of the risks, they pushed deeper into the bush when they suddenly heard the thunderous charge of a buffalo bull before ever seeing it. In an instant, a burst of gunfire rang out as the animal closed the distance, forcing the hunters to react as one. 3 rapid shots were fired in a desperate race against time, a reminder of how quickly danger can erupt in the wild and leaving viewers wondering how often near-miss encounters like this happen far from the safety of camp. While checking his game camera, a hunter found a disturbing photo taken in rural Washington, a strange figure standing between 2 deer. The location once housed a large coal mining operation in the late 1800s, adding to the mystery. The figure appeared in no other nighttime images, prompting debate about whether it was light distortion or something paranormal, possibly linked to the area's past. What do you think the camera actually captured? A Reddit user shared 2 trail cam photos from southwest Ohio that sparked curiosity. The first shows a normal hunting area, but the second, taken 1 minute later, captures a faint human-shaped figure on the right side of the frame, though its features are unclear. Even stranger, the camera logged a sudden 10-degree temperature drop between the shots. Some think the figure might be paranormal, while others believe it's an optical illusion or simply a person passing through. But what could explain such an abrupt change in temperature? In the open hunting fields of Tunisia, where wild boars are often pursued, one trip took a sudden and dangerous turn. The hunter, fully equipped and prepared, never expected nature to catch him off guard. Without warning, a boar charged straight at him, turning the hunt into a life-or-death moment in an instant. The sudden attack dramatically shifted the tone of the day, and leaves viewers wondering how even seasoned hunters can prepare for such unpredictable bursts of wildlife aggression. A man used an app to generate a random point deep in the woods and decided to explore it at night. As he walked, unsettling growls began echoing through the trees. Growing louder with each step. But when he later reviewed the footage, something even more disturbing appeared. Two glowing eyes watching him from the shadows at the very beginning of the video before vanishing into the darkness. The encounter raised an unnerving question. Who or what was out there with him in the woods? Two hunters in a remote forest were startled by a loud, eerie scream echoing through the trees.
I think it's time to go.
Unsure of its source, they considered leaving immediately, wondering whether it was a warning or something far more dangerous. What could make a sound like that? While investigating a cemetery rumored to be haunted, Lux Yi and his team captured something unusual on camera.
Acá pueden corroborar que hay un animal, miren, un animal muerto también, de los guarichos que se hacen acá en esta zona. ¿Lo puede levantar, por favor?
As they documented the graves, their footage briefly showed a small white figure moving slowly through the tall grass.
Allá atrás se puede apreciar, no sé si alcanza la toma de mi celular, porque mi celular es un celular muy bajo en resolución, pero bueno, vamos a caminar. No, esto de no creer, esto de no creer, vamos. Corran.
Startled, they fled, but managed to record one final glimpse of the figure before escaping the area. The strange movement and appearance left many wondering whether they caught an animal.
Ahí se ve. La verdad que está en movimiento. La verdad que Jesús de Nazaret. No, vamos, corran.
A trick of the light, or something far more unsettling hidden within the cemetery grounds. In Mozambique's wild bush, where Cape buffalo dominate the landscape, an experienced British hunter named Paul suddenly found himself facing a wounded, cornered buffalo. The injured animal charged with incredible power, giving him almost no time to react. The sheer force of the encounter showed how dangerous these moments can be, and leaves viewers wondering how anyone prepares for a charge that explosive. A Reddit user noticed odd behavior from a trail camera on a Christmas tree farm in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Every night at exactly 12 South a.m., the camera took a photo with nothing visible. After 2 months, a bright red glow appeared in the images, lighting up the trees. On March 5, 2024, the midnight photo finally showed two blurry shapes, one above the trees and one on the ground. Switching the camera to video mode didn't help. It worked during the day but failed to record anything at midnight. What triggered the camera each night, and what was the red light above the trees? The mystery remains unsolved. A man entered the forest to investigate a reported Bigfoot sighting, noting broken branches and disturbed ground that hinted at something living nearby. Suddenly,
It almost looked like something's been kind of keeping shelter back here. I mean, that's probably from a fire pit, old one.
a terrifying sound erupted, and the video ended without explanation. The abrupt cutoff left viewers questioning what truly happened in those woods. In a quiet wilderness area where moose often roam, a man's peaceful outing turned dangerous when a moose suddenly charged at him. Realizing he had only seconds to react, he used a burst of adrenaline to climb a nearby tree at the last moment, finding safety among the branches as his heart raced. The encounter left him wondering whether the moose was merely startled, or if something else had triggered its aggressive charge. While driving home from a camping trip, a group noticed something unsettling near the roadside.
What'd you see?
What the frick is that?
What? It's behind that tree.
Nana, what is that?
A dark, shadowy figure lingering behind a tree. Its strange movements were unnerving enough that they quickly left the area without looking back, still unsure of what they had just seen. While camping in the woods of Hinton, Canada, YouTuber Essie Styles heard the haunting howl of a lone wolf echo through the night. As darkness deepened, it became clear the animal wasn't alone. A full pack was nearby. The camper began to wonder whether the wolves were responding to their presence or if the first howl had been a warning to stay away. With tension rising and every sound amplified, they were left questioning just how many wolves were watching from the shadows. A man was hunting in the woods when he suddenly heard strange, unsettling grunts echoing through the trees. They didn't sound familiar, leaving him unsure whether they came from wildlife or if something far more disturbing was lurking nearby. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.